Good Christmas morning to you. Hopefully, you're doing well. I've got my coffee and a taste for expensive and destructive things. So, we are going to see if we can find any combative gifts under the Christmas tree here in another episode of a Christmas bonus Rogue Tech. Hopefully, you're doing well, and let's jump in. Okay, let's see what we got here. Good morning, Shiny. Hopefully, you are doing well. No Christmas dinner, coma, holdover. How's the brightness of the light currently? Past 2 days in a row, you've been like, oh God, the light, it pains me, it hurts. Good to hear. My niece had some gifts for my mom, my sister. She was so impatient that she wanted to give her mom her gifts. At the moment midnight stroke, she is just like, I'm giving you your gifts. It was funny. All right. That is a full skull. Do I constitute a full skull with the extra mech, which I should now be able to deploy? Let's have a look. You got to move down one. And you slide into there. We are almost two skulls. Okay. I got like a radio that works. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm not necessarily going to take that mission. I just wanted to see. These are all skulls. 1.2, 1. It's the 1.2. It is a blackout. So initial combat plus potential initial combat. Manage maximum. Have a look. Planetary government. Let's see here. Still not framed properly. Let me fix that really quick. I forgot to do that. Oh, dare me. Let's see. Behold the power. I have elbows now. I can raise my hands. It's the little things that amuse you, or in this case, amuse me. I got a green screen upgrade. Oh, yeah. And by that, I just got a big one. It is much more organic now. All right, back to the game. Okay. Up. Move you down. Move you down. Put them in here. Okay. So much better. It does not offend my PD. I woke up this morning, rolled over, was laying there, completely didn't realize it. But either when I rolled over and I got up, whatever, my pillow fell off the top of the bed frame, me sleeping on a hide-a-bed as I'm visiting my parents, right onto the floor that has dog and cat hair. Dogs I'm not allergic to. What they get into Mother Nature, I am. And I am allergic to cats. So I was just like, oh, this is going to be unfortunate. Did you end up watching any of Draconis' DVD last night? He a good girl and boy before on Christmas Eve, or was he a monster? You move that. I'm gonna constantly hit it with my mug. Farther and farther away. Right. No, sprint. Draw. There's already hostiles somewhere on the map. Interesting. Or active, I guess. First, they're on the map. English, do you speak it? Kicking it hard. Okay, we've got 2 vehicles. What do we got here? Wake up, come on. Hello? Bradford. And a Saracen. Saracen could potentially be a problem for sure. They got I think the AC on them. Fix the car there. Go for the high ground. LRM boat. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Will make me look out to be a liar. All right, you are gonna stay there. 35, 12, 37. Inferno. Light them up. Even if I don't get that, it's gonna put plenty of fire in that area. Or not. That has got to be the most focused ordnance shot I have ever done with that vehicle. What in the world is this? $32 for hot time in the old town tonight. Let's see. Medium laser, MRM. Why? Did I not put the MRM ammo back in there? Oh, that's awful. How could I not do that? That was the whole major push and point for that. Damn, he is gonna have to get out of there. Can't do that. So we'll move here and shoot. You are terrible. Absolutely terrible. Phantom. I'd like to draw your attention here, please. I believe I did not put the ammo in. That is absolutely ridiculous. X, you need to get the hell out of Dodge. Excuse me. Damn, nothing. What about you? 1%. 5. One landed right on top of him. Orders are to go and give this guy in particular hell. Thank you for getting closer to me. I greatly appreciate that. You're not walking into the fire. You are going to go after him. Wow. Absolutely nothing. What do I pay you for? Yeah, he just showed you up in a commando, no less. These guys. Mech. Breach your hollow at the fire, and you know you want to. You're running away. I mean, that sounds like a good shot if I didn't have to thread the needle between everybody. you now. Still 1%. Air burst. 15. 10. It's a missile boat. Okay. We're gonna stomp on you. And we're gonna go kick and melee you. Oh, that was nice. Good job. Lighter, maybe you should actually do something. Just saying. Here's a really good opportunity to not screw up. There you go. You only had to have 80% accuracy. Showing me your back, are you? Yep. Enough armor taken out. Alright, so. The area has been pacified. Wonderful. Reaper, you're close. Make sure it dies, please. Thank you. Breaker. Light alarm turret. We're not gonna fire the AC. Absolutely unnecessary use of ammo. Let's see. How good are you gonna be a hit at stationary objects? Ammo, damage 1 times 4. Try it. 60 and 4. Okay. I mean, not phenomenal, but decent. Minimal damage so far. Boy, having a working MRM-20 would kind of be nice right about now. You know what? We're just gonna stand right. No, we're gonna move towards our target. Where we're going. We gotta go up the hill, I know that. Alright. Up the hill we go. Yes. That wasn't me. You find out just how far. Alright, everybody is basically here, so do they destroy the... Nope, it's a dropship. And... Dude. That's pretty jacked up. You're all stacked on top of you for some reason. So you're gonna be like 12 mechs all overlapping. So we got a tank. Flea. Stinger. No, a wasp. I think there's something else in the center too. I think it's a second flea. What now? Print. Print. I guess that's spawn protection. It says remove. So why can't I target anybody? Because they're glitched? Okay, well, we'll try another attempt. Background. Right there. Nope. I sense a theme coming. Not gonna charge. Nah, not a great chance anyway. And we'll go do some air bursts. Maybe. 32 isn't bad. 35 isn't bad. Beat him up. Try that again. Indirect is so bad. Don't hit our guy. Two, 82, 87. That one has a chance to get him off the field. You fall down now. Ooh. He is not having a good day. He is. Why can I not target him? Weird. You trying to go around the back? I mean, okay. $75 damage, nice. Turret, you missed. Go turret powers. Straight on. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now we just have to hunt down the fleas. Now you're gonna run. Yep, there you go. You missed. Can you hit just them? Yeah, 16 damage is not heavy. Boy, they're really threading the needle with me right there. Oh, that turret already. Damn.
Mission successful.
That was accurate, unlike mine. I think I've actually seen that Lego radio kit. Is that the most intricate one that you've got? Do you have a favorite? The most recent one that I picked up was Tall Neck from Horizon Zero Dawn. Freaking looks awesome. Also got a Lego Bastion, which also is pretty cool. $45-ton tank. Scorpion. I could get the Scorpion or the Bradford. What's the complement? A large chem laser, machine guns, and Thunderbolt 15s. Oh, it's 25 tons. That's not even worth it. Oh, yeah? Guess we'll get the Bradford. Inferno LBX. Interesting. LRM Incendiary. Dead fire main rifle. Not really a heck of a lot of amazing stuff here. Don't know. This could be interesting. Maybe swap out the AC on the Vulcan. Maybe try that out. Make it a bit more of a closer brawler. Inferno ammo or incendiary. Ugh, incendiary. Disassemble. All right. Any hidden gems? Rare Fibrous Clan. That is a hidden gem. There's basic. Not a heck of a lot. Okay, well. I think that'll do. Items received. I got LK ammo, standard LRM ammo, and then everything else. Heat sinks, don't need those. Rocket packs. Case 5 salvos. Internal storage. Huh. Do not want you. And do not want you or you. Okay. Glitch. Did you see that? Did you see it? There is a cat. I was like, I feel like something brushed against my leg.
Yep.
All right. 2 days for not much in downtime. That's nice. Develop a exercise regimen. Whatever. I don't care. That's just silly. All right, back to the mech bay. We need to find out what is going on, how he does not have his ammo. That is the hunchback. I did it again. Just because I click it doesn't mean it actually takes. How did I not end up with the ammo back on there? MRM ammo. Validate. Or let's see. Rifle. So sensors primitive is just a candle sitting on your cockpit console. Okay. Go back to buying. No, nothing really useful. Okay. Med center. It must have been the wind. We're at 2 skulls. Troy base. A lot of defender. Both of those are destroy base. Another blackout. Against Comstar. That could be some decent gear. I'm only half a ton over on that. Hold on. Have a look at that tank really quick. So we took out the turret. So the large chem laser and the Thunderbolt 15 is gone. No more than 3 tons, you say? Eight tons, 5 tons. Another MRM-20, but I don't have ammo for it. I do have ammo. Okay. Ammo. Don't need that. Aphrodite can be attached to Thunderbolt launchers. I don't have Thunderbolt launchers. So that really isn't helpful. Throw out the ammo. Really what it specializes in. Weapon. Chemical laser. Medium laser is 1 ton. With 1 slot. You'd be in the ballistic category. So if it goes out there, it's got 1 medium laser and an MRM. Is that even worth fielding? I don't have a standard large laser to throw in there. The ERs are too large. It's a damage sponge is what it is. I don't think I'm going to take that out. I don't actually think I'm going to hold on to it. I mean, it's a tank. It's not a mech. Let's try it. Worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to blow up. Then I will know it was a bad idea. Okay. Man center. And we are going back. Likely to have help. Oh, standard battle. Goal and a half. Lorraine Commonwealth. Let's be. Do I have? Do not have a pilot for it. The nubs is out. Firing hull. You have a tank and power armor. Mech. You, I do not have the ranking for. That's another multi-talented one. Okay.
New Mechwarriors available.
Okay. So we'll go back to the mission. Now we have our pilot. We just hired you and now we're going to fight. I hope you're ready. Negotiate. Solve it. Plant. Do I want to put a different pilot there? X. There's only 2 of them. Mortar carrier. I think that will have to do. Okay. You're using a heavy Gauss. You only need to hit the target once. And if once isn't not enough, you shouldn't have been there anyway. Interesting viewpoint. Excuse me. Hey, God. You think I wasn't drinking coffee? Armor piercing? I would imagine. I think I've only had one mech at one point that had like a heavy Gauss. I don't think I got really all that much use out of it. Partly because they couldn't hit the targets. Like, great, does a lot of damage, but if you don't hit the target, it does nothing to help you. All right, hostile. Tree cover. They have high ground over there. I think we go that way. Across the mineral field. Doo, doo. Go that way. Just think, you have all your weapons now. No, no, don't take me. Such pessimism. You guys go on without me. I'll catch up. Right? Commander. I really do think they had fun. 29, 34, 24. What about going here? 32, 29. 32. So, yep. J. Edgar. We're going to breach your hull and the water will come in and fry your electronic. My plan. Let's see here. 42, 37. I want you to brawl. Are you close enough for a decent hit chance? Debatable. Well, you're the only one that might try it out. Apparently not. Seven, 32. 29. Pick and give him everything. All that damage potential, all thrown away. $40, $50. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. At least you hit with the rest. That was a nice one. All right. 70, 55. Kick. And 45. $45, 37, 70. Thread that needle, please. Well, you did. Didn't hit the target, but, you know. Dude, that back attack was brutal. Dude. Got him with the SR or the MRMs. Ow. You say that. But that's not what my repair bill says. Okay. One of the two are down. We're gonna send you after this guy. Okay, you are down. Unfortunately, the gear has been absolute trash. Can I get a straight vantage point? Bad idea. Phantom. Dude, he is just taking a beating. In the butt. Poor choices were made.
Mission successful.
One injury. Another commando. J. Edgar Goodern. All the junk I never wanted. Oof. Get them to sell. Garbage. Such garbage. Grab the SRM6s, I guess. Thanks. Thanks. All right. Mech Bay. What's left of this thing? Nada. Does not surprise me. Kind of beat it to hell. Okay. So that's down. And do some repairs. Do I have anything currently in development? I do. Scaffolding is up. Job. Let's go for something a little less expensive right now. Barracks. Minus to stability damage. Hard case. You got a ways to go to catch up, guy or lady, whoever you are. You're barking up the wrong tree. Okay, man center. All right, I'm gonna refresh my coffee. I will be right back. All right. What are we gonna do now? The one I try to push for a higher ranking one. I really want to get some money. Not money. Larger mechs. Lighter is injured. Spared a simple fracture right arm. Pilot has a broken arm. Suffering from an accuracy penalty. Hmm. Interesting. I don't really want to hire another pilot. Both of them are injured. Yeah, we're just gonna go roll with it. I just need to keep her not at the forefront. I wonder what it would cost to get, for example, the developers of Mechwarrior Online to create a mech for one person. What that actually would cost. Real world. Not a regular paid thing, but like, for example, if they wanted to go lore specific and someone was willing to pay the price, create the Black Marauder. There's only one. How many thousands of dollars would that be? Rigging, design, coding. At least we're on the same side of the river. I mean, the idea, because I'm sure there would be a lot of people who would be interested in getting the Black Marauder. But for example, I wouldn't mind getting it, but it's not because it's the Black Marauder. It's because it's the Marauder. It is one of the most notable Marauders out there. Kind of like I got the Bounty Hunter version of the Marauder. It's a notable Marauder. It's the Marauder. But if I was insane, then I would go ahead and say, hey, I will pay whatever it costs for you to create the Black Marauder in the game. Just a one-off, which means it's a one-off, all the development price goes on to one singular person. How much would that actually cost? Because they defer it out because normally you can have a whole bunch of people buy it and it spreads the cost. Possibly. That would be curious to find out. Now, if they did it as a actual NPC, it would get annihilated. Especially in a game like Mechwarrior Online. There's no AI out there that is just able to play that organically yet. The best I've seen so far is in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, and even they just very much so follow the beaten, laid out path. They don't really feel like they know what they're doing half the time. They got a high ground here, fighter, a raptor. Come on, guys. Something more beefy. Well, I don't know where everyone is all the time. So I don't even know that that's all that necessary. One of the reasons why I was just thinking, because I don't think we could get it to assume the actual role of that. And even still, the Black Marauder didn't function independently without a chosen pilot, so to speak. Yeah, it could work alongside him, but it still required that connection, as unhinged as that connection was. What would you think about the experience of one pilot, only one pilot in all of MechWarrior Online, showing up in the Black Marauder? You would be painting the absolute largest target on your back you could possibly do. Everybody would be wanting to go for that rare kill. Something that I had toyed or touched on with MCM is my Marauder has the last remaining true MCM railgun of its generation. It was rebuilt to make it functional for the current generation and has gone through multiple revisions, including one fairly recently, which, because Nash has designed it, he knows pretty much the key on how to counter that now. But if he does not pay attention to me, he will still die. He cannot, he is unable to ignore me, because the moment she ignores me, he gets a railgun. But we had talked about the concept in MCM of creating drops. And what would happen is parts or blueprints, not quite as crazy as like First Descendant or whatever, but it would drop components that would allow you in time to collect enough pieces to create a railgun of that vintage on your own. But the only way was for you to get it from a drop of me specifically dying, because I'm the only one with that component or supplies. That could be interesting as a game mechanic, allowing you to play it kind of like a weird version of Dead by Daylight. You know, you have your regular players, but then you also have someone playing the killer. In this case, it would be the Black Marauder. Got quite a few people there. Ugh, it's terrible. What was that one game? Not Killer Instinct. You play as a giant monster or creature, and the other people are a squad that was sent with jetpacks and different types of weapons to try to take it down. When I'm not thinking about it, I'll remember it. I tried it out. I didn't do very well. That was, for me, my first stab into the foray of games like Dead by Daylight, where you had one dedicated killer out of the squad. Eh, we're not going to fire the RMRMs. Uh-huh. Something to show the disturbing effect when you are targeting the Black Marauder, that like they could animate into it effect, or the effect, I should say, of it distorting, not being fully solid, or not. Let's see. This is a mortars. I need to keep you out of harm's way. And you guys look like a great. Burning hot fire. It would be really cool if they would be able to create the illusions and the effect like they discuss, of that distortion of like warp realities. The mind's eye does a great job explaining or going over all these things, but there's something to be said about having a good image in the first place. Maybe make it where there's a dark fog wherever it goes. Yeah. I am curious who wrote the lore for the Black Marauder, because that might be part of the reason why, at least until now, we haven't seen anything reminiscent of that nature. Maybe it is not something that they have the IP rights to. Mm-mm. The fire is spreading. variant of the Marauder that just looks wrong. It I really like that one artist rendering of it where it looks like the Marauder just kind of turns its torso as if it can articulate on the actual cockpit and just turns and faces you. That's what happens when you get killed by it. You get a cinematic of your wreckage on the ground and, blood maybe on your visor and your hand, trying to grasp at something, and you just see it turn like another soul claim. I don't think I want to send you out there against everyone, just one person. Nope. Awful, awful, awful. Hey, somebody hit something finally. Hmm. Jeez. 1% hit chance. No. Win the $1 billion+ lottery and then talk to them. So this is my idea. What do you need to make this happen? Mm-hmm. Pull down, go boom. Wise choice. Why didn't you shoot your missiles? Were they jammed and I didn't notice? Ah! Twenty-four, 39, 52. Yep. That's the target. Ah, damn it. It selected it. Shoot. And you're going down. It'd be interesting if they added a growth system. It's unnecessary, but like with her and her behavior, let's say the character starts out as really pessimistic. What if, as they get skilled and get better, their personality changes? That would be interesting. 27, 29. They could start out being pessimistic and I guess, and then just like, I got this, Commander. Do it. Aha! It got toggled off, so I'm guessing it jammed. 22, that's the best that I got? Damn. Missiles go everywhere but the target. That was terrible. Oh, I played some Mecha Break last night. Just was doing some grinding off stream, trying to work on my rep. I have made it to Mastery 3 or Master 3. I have finally gotten out of Diamond for the first time. If I'm lucky, next session I will get to like Mastery 1 or maybe crossover, depending on how the RNG of the matches are. Swear they intentionally throw the 8v8 at you just to slow down your progress. And 25, 7. Oh yeah, that was nice. Dude, that Matrix pass. I will probably be whatever Grandmaster or what have you in Mecha Break before I am anywhere, it feels like, near the freaking end of the Matrix pack in order to get that custom frame. Crazy. One 32. Yes, you did. Brawl. The commando does way too good on melee damage. It's crazy. It's suffering from success and small man syndrome. And now the overkill. Mm-hmm. Only 33%? Nah. Punch. And then you miss. That was enough though, the SRMs. They don't, why would you want to salvage that? Please tell me. 33%. No. 1% chance. Absolute garbage. 7. Oh, what the hell? If I connect, they fall down. Nope. Not connect. Come on! Ah! Hit him with a freaking ordnance. You shot me. What is wrong with you? Really? This is probably a bad idea, but I still think it's funny. Burn, baby, burn. Oh my goodness, lady. Oh, yeah, guys. See, that's how you do it. You actually hit the target. You don't just swing and a miss. Example so far. Good one. Okay. Kick was the only decent part. No, can't do anything. They are too close. Commander. You get knocked down, so you get up again, and then you can fall back down. Redeem yourself. They're gimp. How are you missing? Incredible. Ooh, foot through the back.
Mission successful.
Milk run, you say? Ugh. Okay. That'll definitely help your system run better. What size did you end up getting? Mm, 25-ton, 25-ton, 30-ton. Okay. It's going to be a hell of a difference in performance. Indo Steel XL engine, Firestar PPC, Magna ER medium lasers, Guardian ECM. Same thing. Eagle Active Pro, Tag, C3 Slave, small lasers, Streak, SRM2. Blah. Merry Christmas, Pumpkin Panic. Overall, not too shabby. The most ridiculous part was the fact my GPS in my phone died. And thankfully, I only had to pretty much follow 40 to get here, except for the last probably 2 hours of my trip. That was not fun because it wouldn't have me shown on the road that I'm on. I was either in some adjacent town or something else a half to a full mile away because it couldn't do precision tracking anymore. So I'm needing to get a new phone. That is the last straw of things breaking on that thing. But I made it here. I just am gonna have to make it back to the same piece. I guess I'll take one of the cyclones. How is your festivities? Do any cooking? Make anything delicious? Yes. Yes. Engine, yes. That's money. An engine, yes. Your PPC, your medium lasers, advanced optic. Ooh. I'm gonna have to swap for that. Where'd it go? Cheddar broccoli rice casserole, chicken enchilada casserole, and a super dressing. My contribution for Christmas dinner was I brought a like 19, almost 20 pound turkey, and I baked the turkey, pieced it out, and everything, seasoned it, and everybody liked it. So we had some stuffing, some mashed potatoes, veggie platter, a bunch of snack foods. It was good. Yeah, base is a premium, that is for sure. There's enough turkey for probably the rest of the week. All right. Not too terribly much in repairs. That much is nice. We're gonna have a look at the cyclone and probably part that out. I clicked it twice, damn you. Okay, it did take it. It ejected. Okay. All the equipment is in one piece. Huh. Interesting. Either we cockpitted them or they ejected. Probably probably eject. If it was a decent mech, it would be yay, but I can get the parts off it, and that's it. Get a Guardian, ER medium lasers. Okay. And scrap it. Give me the money and the part. Yeah, I'm looking forward to grabbing a frying pan and throwing some of that turkey and some butter and frying it up on the stove. For some reason, baked fried turkey tastes pretty good. How many times you gotta cook it? As many times as it takes. All right, get out of League. And I'll have Synapse back up and running. Okay, actual positive. All right. Barracks. You are running tank. Evasive immune to sensor lock. Vehicle plus 10% movement plus sprint. Lead foot. I'll take that. Hmm. Hard case. I don't want you to stay alive. Braces after melee and DFA. Injury resist. You seem to be my physical brawler, so I'm actually going to give you Juggernaut. I just need to put something together to actually make you more useful in that role. Mando is not quite ideal for it. All right. Well, that is going to wrap it up for this session. It's been about 2 hours. I am going to go and see if there's any activity going on. And I might get on another game, probably grind some more Mecha Break. I want to try to get to the next mastery level. And since I'm already tier 3, as mentioned, in Master, probably not that far off. So will be cool. Doesn't make any difference in life, but it's interesting to see how far I can go. But take care and have a good rest of your Christmas day if I don't catch you later. And see you next stream. Take care.